So I've got 6 major leaks about the Galaxy S27 family. One could finally fix the Ultra's 7-year problem. Another makes removing a camera sound like an upgrade. But the Galaxy S27 Pro, that's where Samsung's strategy starts to fall apart. Let's get into it. So a few months ago, Ice Universe claimed Samsung was planning to remove the dedicated 3x telephoto camera from the Galaxy S27 Ultra. Then a Korean leaker claimed the second telephoto was still present, but its zoom range was unknown. But things are much clearer now. Samsung has reportedly told suppliers that the S27 Ultra will use 3 rear cameras. That means the tiny 10-megapixel 3x telephoto is gone. And honestly, if Samsung planned to keep that same small sensor again, removing it may be the smarter move. The S26 Ultra already proves why. Its 3x crop from the 200-megapixel main camera delivers better results than that tiny dedicated telephoto. But that puts the S27 Pro in an awkward spot. Both phones were expected to share the same 50-megapixel telephoto sensor, 5x zoom on the Ultra, and a more practical 3.5x lens on the Pro. That would have given the Pro a genuinely flagship camera system. But the latest report says that 50-megapixel telephoto is not happening. Instead, the S27 Pro is expected to use a basic 12-megapixel sensor with 3x optical zoom. We still don't know the sensor size or aperture, so it could beat what Samsung uses today. Still, a conventional 12-megapixel 3x camera does not match the compact Ultra positioning. Apple gives the iPhone Pro and Pro Max the same camera hardware, while Samsung seems determined to keep the compact Pro below the Ultra. That feels less like engineering and more like product segmentation. But as sensors get larger and phones get thinner, the camera bump is getting bigger every year. One of Samsung's solutions is a new ink printing process inside the lens module. Normally, manufacturers use a thin black film to block stray light. Samsung reportedly prints that material directly onto the structure instead, removing one layer, thinning the lens package, and reducing flare. It's a tiny change on its own, but combined with one fewer sensor, it frees up space for something far more useful. The Galaxy S27 Ultra is reportedly getting a 5,700 mAh battery. That's a 14% jump, and the first Ultra battery above 5,000 mAh, a ceiling Samsung has kept since the Galaxy S20 Ultra. It is also expected to use silicon carbon technology. Samsung recently introduced the technology in the Z Fold 8, and now it's finally coming to the S lineup. Honestly, this is where Samsung should spend the money. A larger battery matters every day, and that brings us to the upgrades Samsung may now skip. Earlier reports said the S27 Ultra could get LPDDR6 RAM and UFS 5.0 storage. UFS 5.0 can reach 10.8 GB per second, around 86% faster than the S26 Ultra's UFS 4.0 storage. But the latest leak says next year's supply will be extremely limited, so the S27 Ultra may fall back to UFS 4.1 and current generation RAM. The storage would still improve over the S26 Ultra, but it would be nowhere near the leap UFS 5.0 promised. Normally, those compromises would be easier to accept if Samsung passed the savings on to buyers. But another leak says the Korean price could rise by as much as 150,000 won, roughly $100. That does not confirm the same increase globally. And once the price goes up, every one of those compromises becomes harder to defend. Speaking of Samsung's next Ultra, the Galaxy Tab S12 Ultra has already leaked. Click right here to watch it in full. This is Techtics, and I'll see you there.